Hello, I'm Eric, Community Manager for WWE Champions, here again with Jeff, character designer on the game, and we're going to walk you through a really exciting new character that's coming out very soon. Steve Austin, the Texas Revenant. I'm sure you've all seen a few of the pictures online. I think you can actually see his teaser in the game, but we're going to basically talk through his movesets, show you some gameplay, and walk you through that character I'm very excited about. One of the most fun I've had playtesting a character. So yeah, so here it is. Here you can see him on the screen. Can you talk us through his design?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I think he's one of the coolest looking characters that we've ever released.
Phenomenal.
Even compared to the other zombie characters, he looks even different. He's got the smoking skull, which is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just separate from how he looks, he was one of the most fun superstars for me to design. He has something in common with the rest of the zombie superstars. He has the sort of kick-out move, but I think he is extremely powerful, even aside from that move. He has a lot of different combinations that are really fun.
Mm-hmm.
He is a powerhouse, so some of his moves take a little bit longer to charge, especially like his finisher.
Right.
But he has a few moves to sort of mitigate that and complement those other moves that he has. So kind of looking through his moves, he has a finisher move that takes 14 to charge, but once you do get it charged, does a good amount of damage. You get to choose a 5x2 area to destroy.
Just devastating.
Right, and these are all at max level. This is on a test build on a test server, but you can see kind of at what the potential is for him. So once it's maxed out, that's going to do a lot of damage. He has a kick-out move that's the same color, and it's going to swap 5 random blue gems to red gems, which helps you charge not only the kick out again, but also to charge your finisher move.
And this moveset is this isn't the default one, but this is kind of one of the ones that you've been playing around with here. And I can see right off the bat that you've got 2 very low moves too. One at 6 and one at 7, which is kind of not really the usual for powerhouses.
Yeah, he had, the idea here was to create some other moves that might not be extremely powerful on their own in terms of doing a lot of damage necessarily, but they help you with the other moves and help you to buy some time to charge those other moves. So specifically, he has a 6 MP yellow move that lets you choose 8 gems to make into silence gems. So that's something where you can kind of neutralize gems that your opponent might be matching to try to charge up their moves. Will hopefully buy you some time to charge up your own.
And that's really great against guys who can, use like a lot of characters like Seth Rollins and a few others that just get that choose gem moves off really fast, and you can help defend against that where they're not going to get the MP from some of the gems that that they're going to go after, and then this other one that you can stun the guy.
That's right. This 7 MP move. It's a purple move. That it's similar to Bam Bam Bigelow's move in that it stuns stuns your opponent and forces them to skip their turn. So at max level, it's going to make them skip their turn for 2 turns. This combo in particular, if you time it correctly, you can choose 8 gems to make into silence gems. You can actually choose fewer than that because his other yellow move lets you swap random silence gems into blast gems.
Right.
So if you pick the same number of silence gems as the number that you can swap into blast, then you're able to set up a chain of blast gems that's just absolutely devastating.
Just control the board,
right?
Basically.
And so for this particular loadout, going with Enzo just to charge the 2 yellow moves faster, and then Rusev to generate more blast gems.
Awesome.
And obviously, again, these are at full power, just to sort of illustrate how strong he can be.
Awesome.
So
going against AJ first?
Yep, we'll take him in against AJ. He has the advantage just in terms of the color wheel. So Powerhouse against Acrobat is getting just a damage advantage.
Yeah, and in this case too, what we could have done is we could have swapped out that stun move with the kick out. Might even be good against AJ Styles because he's got that 51,000 finisher. So in the event that you did that, you'd get that kick out, charge up really quick, and then take your time going for those yellow gems.
Right. So in this case, I got a little lucky with the initial board setup, but I got my both yellow moves charged on my second turn. So I'm going to go ahead and choose. I'm going to choose 6 gems because I know that I can swap 6 gems into blast gems. So I will just go ahead and pick 6, do OK. That's fine. And then all of those are going to switch into blast gems with this move because I have Rusev as a trainer. So instead of 3, it makes 6 of them. After he stomps them in the corner a few times. And then you'll set it off.
Boom. Very nice.
That's going to be a very powerful, almost like a finisher on its own.
Oh, he's not getting out of that.
He probably won't. That's a 53,000 damage pin. And that kind of shows you how powerful he can be. I mean, he can win very fast.
Very nice.
He's scary.
Very nice. You know, and that's actually significantly faster for a powerhouse as well, too. I mean, with this character, it's really cool because he has multiple move sets in which you can try out depending on who you're fighting against. You can play a lot more defensive and bide your time with that finisher using the stun and the silence gems. Very cool. But I also like this one too. It's very fast, very very explosive. And then what I really like about him is even with this moveset here that you're using right now, you can use either the stun or the kick out, and they charge for about pretty much the same amount of time. So it's just, it leaves it up to your style, play style preferences, or just who you're going after in battle.
So we're going up against Seth Rollins for this second match. I'm using the same move loadout, and I'm going to do the same combo here. Again, I was a little lucky on the first match. I got a 4 match on the yellows, so that was allowing me to charge both of them on the first turn. And I am going to do the same thing here. I'm only going to choose 6, and I'm going to swap all of those to blast.
Even if you hadn't gotten lucky with that yellow gem, I mean, I just keep iterating the fact that this character gives you so much to work with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, and with this moveset too, I mean, with the bombs, you still have the chance for getting those cascades, so you can get a little bit more damage. So it's not a completely fixed amount, which is really nice. Awesome.
So, yeah, you can see there.
Easy,
pretty
peasy.
devastating. Yeah.
Very, very impressive.
Right.
How about you show us kind of maybe against one of those other guys, or Seth Rollins again, one of the other movesets. Like,
sure.
How else would you attack someone like Seth Rollins?
Let's try AJ Styles just so that we can take advantage of the color wheel advantage.
Got it.
Because we are going to take in his 2 red moves. So I want to be focusing on red moves, and specifically his Stone Cold's kick-out move will swap blue gems into red gems. So just trying to counter some of AJ's blue gems.
Smart.
Yeah, thank you. So
we're gonna go
player. So pro. Let's go with let's remove the stun for now. So we're gonna go with the finisher, the choose 8 silence gems, and then the kick-out move.
Who are we gonna use for trainers?
So for trainers, we will get rid of Rusev, because we're not generating blast gems anymore. And instead, we will charge, let's say, the red moves with Sting.
And then keep Enzo for
We'll keep Enzo,
silence.
Right, for the silence move. Since both of those are low MP, you're already going to be nearly charged by the time you start your second turn.
And that really helps you play defensively, too. So if you're going up against a guy who, like AJ Styles or Seth Rollins, who require very few MP to charge up their moves, if you get that, if you focus on the yellow move, then there's a chance that you can minimize a lot of the MP that they'll be either getting to fill those moves, or the ones that they're getting from the choose gems.
Right. Here we didn't have quite as good of a starting board, but we're going to use the silence gem move just to try to mitigate against that, so that we know we can kind of nerf the purple gems. I'm also going to nerf a couple of the blue gems just to...
And even the yellow ones that he might turn into blue with this next move that he's going to do.
That is true. So let's take a yellow as well. All right. And unfortunately, we still don't have a red match, but that's okay. Instead, I guess we'll just have to go for those purples.
you could even, in this case, since you've got the kick out, you could even let AJ Styles, hit you with that devastating finisher of his, 51,000 damage. Use your kick out and then just bide your time and just get your finisher off. And I mean, you lose a little health packs that way, but basically you're not real worried about getting stuck in that massive finisher. And it's going to take him a lot longer to refill everything and finish you off.
And you can see there, he matched those purple gems, but they didn't charge because we had the silence gems on there. Now we're in a position where, he's going to hit us with this purple move on the next turn, but we're going to have the
very nice.
The finisher ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And, if he pins us here, we'll still be able to kick out, convert those blues into reds, and hopefully recharge some of our moves. He didn't even pin us there, but if he does, then we'll still be in a good position. So, I'm still going to do this choose silence gem just for a little additional damage before I do the finisher.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll throw those on purples, some blues, and some yellows. And we will fire off the finisher here. And I'll kind of try to target, reds and yellows.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this section just to get a good selection of both of them.
And that can really help recharge, your next moves if you needed it. But that's very nice.
So let's see if he's able to kick out of that one. And he is. The match goes on.
Got a little lucky there.
Yeah.
But even with this, I mean, he's going to be able to charge his finisher, but he's not going to be able to get that second move on you. But if he did, you'd at least have this. You'd at least have the kick out if it was earlier in the match when you had a little bit more health.
And that's
or
a good
you
thing,
still can use it.
Now I can still use it.
Still use it.
It'll convert those blues into reds. It'll help me charge those up again. In fact, the kick out is charged already. I'm not going to be able to use that, obviously, but I can go for, say, a 4 match on the reds,
right.
Pin him, and hit him with the Tombstone Stunner.
Yeah, and I mean, in this setups, this was kind of a strange match too, and we can do another one to show off this strategy too. But the cool thing is that he gives you more tools, I feel like, to work with. I mean, and yes, the other one's a little bit faster, but I do like that. In the event in the future, that if the meta changes a little bit, I feel like this character would do very well against, modes where, you have to survive a little bit longer,
right.
Where you're trying to minimize the amount of damage that your opponent is doing against you. I feel like he's a very enduring superstar.
Yeah, if you're going to be in a match where you're going to get pinned several times, he's going to be the one who will be able to kick out because he's going to recharge his kick out move. And like Eric said, in the event that there might be a different type of match where you need to kick out several times or it goes on longer than a normal match,
mm-hmm.
That's something that could be very helpful in the future.
If something like that were to come out.
Just hypothetically.
Just hypothetical.
Purely,
in the future.
Purely hypothetical.
It's possible.
So again, I just went for some red gems. My yellow move will be charged on the second turn. So I'm going to focus mainly on his purple gems
mm-hmm.
and kind of just knock out all of these ones that will lead to matches for him. And
Normally this is definitely AJ's board. I mean, look at this. All those purple, all those yellows, like a lot of really good options for him.
Right. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm actually going to take this 4 match at the bottom. Just to go for some damage early on. I know that he's going to probably pin me pretty soon here, but I'll be able to kick out with the kick out move,
mm-hmm.
Change some blues into reds, and hopefully charge my finisher.
Oh, that was very nice for him.
Yeah, it was for him. So yeah, this is obviously we're in a little bit of trouble, but at the same time, I'm going to go for the reds, get the finisher charged up. He's going to pin me. But it's not going to be that painful because he didn't get the color turn move
Noob AI.
Up. Noob AI, always. I'm going to go ahead and use the kick out just because I can use the red gems now, even though I don't really need it to kick out. But it's helped the board a lot. It's gotten rid of a lot of blue gems for him,
Mm-hmm.
and now I can use the finisher, destroy a lot of red gems.
And one thing you can also do with him is AJ Styles isn't traditionally a great character to get out of pins as long as he doesn't have those blue gems. I mean, so you could even target those with this destroy. I love moves that destroy gems because you can have that option. You could go for more gems early on, build up your moves again, or attack their gems so that they don't have that for the kick out.
Right.
Very nice.
So you can kind of see there how powerful that combo can be as well. So a few different ones that you can play with, and the exciting thing for me is finding out which combos players like, which combos players discover that are even not these. Which ones might be powerful and useful in different situations against different superstars. So that's a lot of the fun.
Exactly. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. Me too.